Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, December 16th, 2019. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. A number of local business organizations were recently awarded for their exemplary service to their clients in 2019. More in this report.
The second annual Circle of Peace Customer Service Program came to a close with its certificate presentation ceremony on Wednesday, December 11th. The purpose of the program was to observe and recognize individuals from various organizations across the island who displayed commendable customer service throughout the year. Wakely Daniel, Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, distributed the various plaques. The recipients included managers and employees of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, the Nevis NNC Ports Authority, Customs and Excise Department, TDC, the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, Bananas Bistro, Evelyn's Drugstore, and Wilma's Diner. The various speakers at the ceremony included Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, General Manager of the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, Sidney Newton, and Jareem Encarnation, who shared their knowledge on the importance of customer service and encouraged employees and managers across the island to be polite, patient, and educated on their job surroundings. I am Michael Maloney, reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Michael. 5 local police officers have successfully completed the Regional Security Systems Basic Law Enforcement Training course, with 2 of them receiving special awards. The group consisted of Gerald Matthew, Hilary Hercules, Cheyenne Williams, Jamal Edwards, and German Jacobs. Officer Jamal Edwards, who was named the most outstanding student, also copped the award for Best Male in Physical Training. Best Female in Physical Training was awarded to Officer Cheyenne Williams. The course included law enforcement personnel from Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It ran for 12 weeks, concluding on December 6th. The first 10 weeks were spent in Barbados, where the officers covered topics such as first aid, communication, internal security, weapon handling, fieldcraft, map reading tactics, responding to disasters, human rights, prisoner handling, search and rescue, as well as maritime law enforcement. The officers spent the remaining 2 weeks in St. Vincent and the Grenadines participating in a jungle hazards operation. Adolph Adams, Assistant Commissioner of Police with responsibility for operations, has commended the group for their stellar performance at the training. He says he is honored by the fact that all the officers successfully completed the course and that one was adjudged the best student with overall best performance and scores. This is a clear indication that the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force will be in good hands in years to come if these officers maintain their focus and professionalism, ACP Adams says. He also notes that the course was not an easy one for the officers, which makes him particularly pleased that they were able to maintain their commitment and dedication to the assigned tasks for the duration of the training. In more local news, Tiny Tots at the Stepping Stone Nursery have begun to receive their Christmas gifts 12 days in advance, thanks to the Honorable Spencer Brand. In a Facebook post on Friday, December 13th, Minister Brand said he wasn't in a working mood that morning, so he stopped by the daycare center bearing goodies for the children at both locations.
Today I'm so happy to have visited the Stepping Stone daycare center here in Stony Grove. After a very hard year of work, I thought that I would just drop in and say hi to the teachers and to the wonderful children here. I think that the future is right here. And I just want to say how delighted I am for being here. Come and offer some little gift to the children. I want to certainly wish the entire staff and the parents and all the children a wonderful Christmas. And certainly all the best for 2020 and beyond. It warmed my heart. I remember when my kids were here, all of my children passed through this institution, and I think that it's an institution that continues to give wonderful care to our children on the island of Nevis, and I certainly will recommend it any day. But I just wanted to say how happy I am to have been here, and it's certainly warmed my heart, uplift my spirit, and to see the children in their natural environment without any worrying and without any care, I think that they would be good stewards of our island in the future. So I want to thank you and continue to encourage you and all of the teachers, proprietors, all the best for the season and for the new year.
In his social media post, Minister Brand, who is the area representative for St. Paul's Parish, said he truly enjoyed his time with the children and he left feeling re-energized. Still to come,
we have to all play our part to ensure that growth comes to the island of Nevis, and it starts right here at the Van Summer International Airport.
We'll give you the details after this break. Welcome back.
We have to all play our part to ensure that growth comes to the island of Nevis, and it starts right here at the Van Summer International Airport.
Deputy Premier, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, is reiterating the Nevis Island Administration's appeal to residents to use the island's airport. He made the call on December 12th when international airline Cape Air reinstated its daily Sangwang Nevis service.
People have been looking for a direct connection to Nevis. And as you travel around and you realize it's difficult to get here from time to time, this, of course, provides persons leaving the U.S. mainland a direct flight into Nevis out of the U.S. mainland, because the Puerto Rico, of course, is a U.S. territory. So when we speak about a direct flight, that is what we're speaking about. And I do believe that persons would enjoy landing here. And the time is also good time to be landing here as well too, because if you leave at 4:05, you're here by 5:30. The sun is still up in some regards. You can go to the beach and enjoy some amenities before you get to bed for that evening. So I put it that way so as to sell this particular service and to sell this airport and to ask our people to use the Van Summer International Airport. We've been saying things are slow here. Something significant is happening to bring some life or added life to this airport.
Orwell Brandy is the General Manager of the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, NASPA.
We want to ensure that we provide the best or the highest quality service that we can for visitors and locals alike. We have expended much funds right here at the Amri Airport in recent times to make sure we have a fresh look at the airport. And so we want to encourage people to use Cape and the links that they have to other destinations, but also use the Vance W. Amri International Airport.
The Gender Affairs Division in the Nevis Island Administration has been singled out for praise by the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis for recognizing and engaging men during the recently observed International Men's Day by holding its inaugural domino tournament. Michael Meloni tells us more.
Speaking during a ceremony on December 7th to present the winners with their prizes, credit analyst Corus Wilkinson of the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis commended the Gender Affairs Department for organizing the domino tournament, which she said occupied the menfolk constructively and stimulated their tired minds after their busy work schedules. She said the Development Bank is proud to be associated with this newly formed domino competition, as our hard-working people need exciting and stimulating ways to entertain and bring them together after office hours. She said the bank looks forward to seeing it still running years from now. The month-long domino tournament in November was hosted by the Gender Affairs Division in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Development. The other sponsors were the Bank of Nevis Limited, TDC, DC Trucking and Heavy Equipment Service, and Clive Evelyn Construction.
This tournament was designed and with the intent of being able to foster healthy interaction and relationships, camaraderie between our men. And I must say kudos to all those who were involved, all of the sponsors who willingly donated, and all those who supported the Gender Affairs Department and all the staff, and in addition to those who assisted us from the Ministry of Community Development. I believe that it was highly successful, it was appreciated by the men, and we're here today for the participants to claim their spoils. And I must commend all the men for their willingness, and they definitely had a wonderful spirit, a good attitude, and I think that bodes well to the future of domino. I think most of us would recognize that domino is a sport that is, or a game that is woven into the fabric of our society here in Nevis. And I know for most of the domino enthusiasts, they would have been concerned that this sport and this game has over the years somewhat waned in terms of its interest, and so this is an effort to be able to really bring it back.
The winning team was Vijay's Bar, made up of Carl Powell and Jonathan Grant. The second place team was Humble, made up of Oscar Astro Brown and Winston Hobson, while in the third place was Bath Revelers, made up of Aaron Zulu Howell and Joseph Claxton. The other teams were Morton Team, K's Electricals, Killers, Art Farm, and Jessops. I am Michael Maloney, reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Michael. The following is a notice from Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC, regarding a planned power outage. There will be an interruption to the Charlestown 1 feeder from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday, December 18th. Government Road, Grove Park to Flow Exchange to Marion Avenue and Upper Ramsbury are the areas to be affected. This interruption is necessary to extend high voltage lines from the Alexandra Hospital entrance to Flow Exchange and connect Marion Avenue and Upper Ramsbury. This work is part of plans to improve the reliability to the Charlestown area and to customers supplied from the Cotton Ground feeder up to Cotton Ground in the vicinity of Colquhoun's estate. Upon completion, the Charlestown 1 feeder, which currently runs along the Island Main Road into Bath and onto the Lower Government Road, will be rerouted along Pump Road through to Newcott via Marion Avenue and Government Road. The Charlestown 2 feeder, which currently ends in the vicinity of Hosford's Value Mart, will be routed along the original route of the Charlestown 1 feeder. With switches placed at strategic locations, NEVLEC will be able to quickly restore electricity from either feeder by changing the configuration of the system and isolating the fault to a much smaller area than in the past. This is expected to significantly improve reliability, which is one of NEVLEC's strategic goals. NEVLEC solicits its customers' understanding and apologizes for any inconvenience caused due to this interruption, noting that this is to improve reliability in the future. Meantime, due to works being carried out by NEVLEC in the vicinity of Government Road and the Flow Exchange on Wednesday, December 18th, Government Road to Alexandra Hospital and the road leading to the Flow Exchange will be closed to traffic between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. This is to facilitate the Charlestown 1 upgrade from the Island Main Road to Marion Avenue via Government Road. NEVLEC thanks its valued customers for their patience and apologizes for the short notice and the inconvenience caused to motorists. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.